Alright, so we're going to start just now. I'm going to hold on for about a minute again. Make sure some more people come on and then we're going to get it. Alright? Yes, Trisha, better late than never. Ven, how you going? So, we're going to have a nice chat tonight, and I'm not going to hold back tonight. I've been holding back for the last 2-3 weeks, so I'm going to really let it out. And by the way, for you all who have some topics that you need me to discuss, I see, Ven. Yeah, for you all who have some topics that you want me to discuss, you can always just send them to me, and I'll just choose them by the order you send them, and we'll discuss it. Alright, so I have posted something this week with regards to the first date and women and sex. So let me let you all know something. Yes, I hold back, Trisha. Let me let you all know something, because before I start, I did this start. Good night, Kim. What's up? Before I started this live, some of you sent me 2 different dialogues, I think, with a girl who dated a guy. One was with a woman who dated a man for 9 years, and then he asked her to go and look at and iron some clothes he's going to a wedding, and then he went to Tobago and told her that he just got married and he's on his honeymoon and he's not coming back. So that's one. And after being together for 9 years, and the person asked me, what do I think about that? I say that the man, she's wrong. I said she's wrong, not he's right. But I could also say he's right if she's wrong. And why? 9 years? For some reason, a lot of women tend to think that they can hoodwink a man into a relationship. If you don't have a conversation with a man, one, to find out that that's a man that's going to be committed and is about family and is into you and is serious about you, to show you how he feels, and you spend 9 years of your life with him, and then he marries somebody else, boo you. Don't blame him. Tell nothing about him. The other one was where a girl was dating a guy for 6 months, and he told her from day one that he's not ready for a serious relationship. She went ahead and started to wash his clothes, cook for him, and have sex with him, and then tell him that he's the devil and he's going to hell and whatever. No, he ain't going to no hell and he ain't the devil. You just foolish. Simply, and the other thing is, I give my body to you. When 2 people have sex, it's not you alone giving your body to him. He gives his to you as well. So I don't want you women to talk as if you are this victim and I give you my body. No. Unless you make a child for a man, you just had good sex and you had no problem because you was cooking and cleaning for him. So don't come now and talk about if you gave your body to him. You were enjoying the orgasms you were getting. You understand? You women have to be responsible and stop blaming men when you choose shit in the first place, mostly because you don't know what it is to choose from men that are out there, and you don't even know what being a woman is like, so you can't find a man. The only way you can find a man and know the kind of man that you need in your life is if you understand the kind of woman that you are or should be. And unless you are not operating on your womanhood, you'll always be choosing a man who is wrong for you. When you know who you are, you know who you're not. When you know who you're not, then you know who you're supposed to be with, or who you're not supposed to be with. That's just it's that simple. And most women don't have a clue of what it is they are supposed to be and how to act like a woman. So they compete and they want equality, right? Women, sex to women is a tool. Sex to man is a need, okay? And women, you know that. So you all have this rule, and I blame the guys because they read nothing. These guys read nothing. I have read copious amount of books about women, and you women know that you all have a code that is instilled in you all growing up. Don't give it up. Don't kiss on the first date and don't give it up on the first date. That's a code you all use. You know why? Because you all set boundaries and set the tools. So from early on, it's instilled in your mind that you are high value and you're thinking in abundance. I have the prize. Well, unfortunately, for most of the women that I have engaged with, I think I am the prize. So you have no prize as far as I'm concerned. Alright? I think I am the prize and I have the prize. And if you are a woman of high value and you think you are the prize, then come and maybe we will be able to tangle, because then you will be of value to me. But until then, no. Because some reason or the other, some women tell themselves if they have a vagina, they have a prize. No. They're plenty more like yours, and yours surely ain't the prettiest, because most ugly. That's the fact. You understand? So I want to get that very, very, very clear. You are in the prize. Okay? And if you think you are, that's why men keep you all and then dump you, because you are not. It's a false sense of security that you all are thought to be and operate within, that you all have some kind of security because you have a vagina. No. It's not the case. So this video tonight is about sex on the first date. Let me tell you guys something. Sex on the first date. A wise woman would know. Let me roll back. If a woman is celibate in her spirituality and is waiting for a husband before she decides to have sex, and she's not giving it up on the first, second, third, fourth, or 99th date until there's a ring on her hand, all glory to Allah. All glory to Allah. You understand? But you see you women who beat out your body the whole time, start to put on some weight, belly started to get big, your waist started to get square like a tub. I could say it. Me and Kia who say anything about me. Started to get like a tub. And then you start to go to these fetes and them, and all of a sudden you want to wear, what they call them, sundress, and these nice spaghetti strap top with that loose on top, because you have no waistline anymore because you're fat. And you're getting old. And all of a sudden, what comes out of your mouth then is, next time I have sex is for my husband. Because you're trying to give yourself some kind of value by you telling yourself, I'm not having sex until I get a husband, does not make you a value. Because you could probably well get a husband and be miserable. And you all know, many of you all are married and have husbands, and you're miserable because, why? You don't even know what it takes to keep a man and keep him engaged. And a man is so simple and straightforward. So for the 9900th time, I will say, submit. Because the women I know that are able to submit, when they engage a man have no power. Because he's not challenged. He doesn't feel masculine energy. I'm talking to what's up, Al? I'm talking to someone on Messenger today. I don't know why you all feel that for some reason, what's up, Nikisha, that I'm going to be some different person on a Friday or maybe after lunch on a Thursday. No! I'm still the same person. You don't have a man. You ain't getting any man because you are a man. Point blank, period. That's why. Because even if as a woman with use your vagina, when you engage a man and you get a man, he's in your space, he is feeling majority another him. It's turning him off, testosterone levels drop, your estrogen levels going to drop because his testosterone levels drop, and when your estrogen levels drop, you become more masculine, and now he will start to reject you. You know how many men out there, you know how many men have out there that are seemingly impotent, thinking that they have a disorder, so they're impotent. And the real reason that they are not able to get an erection is simply because they're turned off by the woman that they're with. There is no feminine energy coming out of her to allow his testosterone to allow him to get an erection. He's not attracted to her in any regard because there is no feminine or little feminine energy coming out of her. He feels he's just a man. You know how many women out there, and these men thinking that they have an erection problem. Bring Rihanna and push her in front of him and see if you have an erection problem now. Bring Rihanna and put her in front of him. There's a book I want you women to go and get, and you know what? Most of you wouldn't go and buy it. Most of you won't buy it. It's called The Wounded Womb. Because last week when I spoke and I said, when you put on a thong, a whole panty or no underwear, it gives you 3 different effects. Somebody come and talk to me afterwards and telling me they agree, but they disagree with the fact that they know plenty women who wear pants and they're feminine. Did I say if you wear pants as a woman, they're not feminine? You see this stupidness, people want to come and blow out. Because you come to tell me stupidness. And worse yet, you start the epistle by telling me, in my opinion. Oh my goodness, I was in that full sentence, I was ready to respond. I didn't read the whole thing she said because I know when you give me your opinion, you're going to talk shit. I'm not talking. Guys, nothing I talk in here is opinion. I'm just talking it because I have a lot of information and I could just put them together in my mind. You understand? And I am boasting, it's just that I have spent a lot of time reading, so I know what I'm talking about. That's why I can make reference to books. When people try to challenge and ask me about, where get a book of the fact from and whatever, I tell you, go and buy The Wounded Womb. Go and buy it. And let's sit down and read it and see how much of a man all you really are. And see why you all have fibroids. See why you all get cancer. See why you all are overweight. Go and see why you have hormonal imbalance that your doctor is telling you that you have. Go and see. Go and see. Read the book. It's huge. It's huge. Go and read it and you will see it's about 600, 700 pages. You'll blow your mind. Most of you are actually men. The Wounded Womb, yes. I will send the book for you, Nikisha, for you to see. So you'll have the writer, I'm trying to remember his name right now. You'll have the writer and the image and everything. It's the most expensive book in my the second most expensive book in my library. You understand? And Amazon only had about 1 or 2. Go read it. It's gonna blow your mind. And for you men who trying to understand why I'm coming on and men so sometimes, go and buy The Way of the Superior Man. Go and buy that book. Just put it in Amazon and it's gonna pop up in your face. The Way of the Superior Man or the 3% Man. Go. This is why I don't like opinions. Nothing is wrong with having sex on the first date if you are not spiritual. And it's not about your husband, but you see this concept. The next time I have sex with her, guys, women, let me tell you something. No husband ain't coming. So what you're basically saying is, I am not going to be having sex ever again. And most of you lie. Because if Idris Elba come in front of you and go out on 2 dates, all they ready, and all they nika, all they do not sit down as if all they playing marble pitch. Leg, knee by the hand, let the shifter, the next knee by the door. For some reason, you can't sit down like a woman anymore. Driving in the car after 2 dates. Or they're ready to give it up. The same people who just ball, the next time I have sex with my husband. Me personally, I've seen many times in my bad days, women would have said that to me and I was like, yeah, right, in my mind. I've seen my family members and friends laugh when women say them things because they don't know they're lying. Stop trying to give yourself false value. The fact of the matter is, most women do not have any value. No value to man. So a man will always leave you because you have no value. Guys, if you having oral sex with a man, it's one rhythm, up and down, one rhythm. You get him to get orgasm. You could get a woman to get a mighty orgasm tonight by doing something. Try doing it tomorrow night, the exact same thing, and she watching like, what are you doing? Because your mood just changed between last night and tonight. Your mood has changed. That's how complex you women are. Right? You see the difference between women and men. So, my point is, why is it so hard that women can't keep a man? If a man is that simple to be kept, he's that simple to keep. Why you can't keep him? Because as a woman, you give no value of energy. Some women go wrong and they can't find the right man, they say. It's because you have no energy. When you walk in a room, I have seen some women on this line here right now. I can tell you guys, when I stand around them from back then to now, I feel immediately as if I want to have sex with them. I've respected them. They have never known that that's how I felt. And I know some of them, that's how I felt. I couldn't help it. Why? Because my testosterone was clashing with her estrogen. And as a man, we couldn't help it. We can't. We can't. But most of you don't give off any feminine energy. When a woman with feminine energy walk in a room, and last week Al agreed with me because he understood. When a woman with feminine energy walks in a room, men grunt. We take deep breaths. We sigh. We mumble. We look at each other in our eyes from across the room. I've gone to Germany and I've seen guys who and what was funny about it is when we made the contact, the way our eyes made the contact, I knew right then and there they were also Trinidadians, and they said the same thing, and we laughed it out and walked each other, and we were both Trinidadians, because we saw some women in Germany. When they walked in, you smelled it, you felt it, and you just felt sex. And they weren't provocative. They weren't extremely provocative, but they were just women in their feminine. You could tell that if they touch you, that it's like silk touching your skin, because if you touch them, that you felt that their skin was going to be well moisturized and stuff. You could smell it on them, you could see it, all the hair scalp was done. Some of you women don't have nothing like that. I'm talking about, I'm going around the place now and I'm looking at your toenails, people going to toenails, they're even done, foot dry, heels crack up, craziness. It have nothing to do with sex on the first date or not. And some of you go by that rule, and you know why women go by that rule? A woman who is wise will know that that rule is not one that is to keep. It is based on the situation and the man. But most of you go by that rule simply because you have no value and nothing else to offer a man but your vagina. And for some reason you tell yourself that if you cook and clean at the girl that you sent me in the post today, that she cook and clean for him and give her body to him or had sex for 6 months, he is supposed to see you as a woman to be with because you did that. You know what she didn't say? We prayed together. We went to church together. I prayed for you. She didn't say that. We opened a business together. I helped you with your business. I helped you emotionally. I supported you. Go and read it. You all sent it to me. Go and read and see if she said any of those things to him when she was arguing, except to the fact that I gave my body to you, and on that basis, because I had sex with you for 6 months, I thought that we were in a relationship. That's the basis that most people decide to tell a man that he should be in a relationship with them. And the other one was 9 years she was with the man in the house. 9 years. And the guy's family went to the wedding that he had in Tobago or whatever after he left her. For 9 years. Why would a man be with you for 9 years and marry somebody else who was obviously not living with him? Why would that be? Because you have no value. You were in his life serving no purpose. And I get it, women. I get that affection to you, guys, is sex. I get it. That sex without a connection, without emotions, without feeling affection, without feeling cared for, has no value to you guys. I get it. But likewise, you all must understand that sex to a man is the way he uses or experiences love. A man don't need you to tell him I love you. He don't need hugs. He doesn't need you to hold his hand. He doesn't. You need that. So I get it. But you must understand, one of the worst things you all do is when you're vexed with, you take away sex. You're telling that man I don't love you. And that's all you have to give. Because some of you already are fat. You have nothing else to give because you're fat. You know why men don't leave women when they just gain weight? You know why? Exactly, Kim. You know why? Because thank God, when you guys get fat, your vagina don't get slack. So you can still probably get some amazing sex from you if you gain weight. But understand that you're dropping his testosterone level generally on a daily basis still, because you don't look nothing like what he met you. Because you all can't keep your mouth closed when you get pregnant. You make a baby and you swear as an elephant you make for 2.5 years and carrying it, you gain 70 and 50 pounds. When you're supposed to only gain 15 to 20. And a baby comes out of you almost lean. It's your milk that makes the baby get fat. Most babies don't come out the fat that I have. Get them a month or two and you see the fat is from the mother's milk. So why you pour all that fat? And then tell any man that you're supposed to love him because. Most of you women are lazy. And why I keep going on the women like this is because a man can get almost any woman he wants with a big belly. Because you all don't choose men based on the external features generally. It's not number one for most women. It's number three. Number one is his success or his ability to be successful. So status. Number two is his personality, the way he makes you feel when he's around you. And then number three is his look and appearance. But for men, it's flipped. For men, the first thing we look at, we don't care if we're working. We don't care if you're not employed or if you're unemployed, sorry. And we don't care if you're a waitress. You have a good pair of breasts and a nice pair of ass and some legs. And that's why I keep telling you, you women with your thin foot or your blobby legs, go in the gym and do some squats. But you're lazy, pain, it's too heavy. I don't want to look like a man. As if you have testosterone in your body to just go in a gym and lift weights and look like a man. Most men in the gym don't look like me. So how you as a woman just go in and lift some weights and you look like a man? Your ass is lazy. So you make excuses as to why. You make excuses as to why you don't want to be able to train. What's up, Anna? I'm just telling it as it is. And I know that people are in relationships. I have a friend who telling me I'm married already and he ain't going nowhere. Really? Really? Go and do these statistics. Not forget the word. Go and do the statistics and see how many people in Trinidad and Tobago get divorced annually. Do you guys have a clue how many people it is? Because we have plenty of people who divorced on this line right now. Do you all have any a clue? Well, let me tell you, it's between 1,500 and 2,300 annually. And we need to see what the result is because of COVID this year. I really can't say if it's more or less. I just feel it's going to be a whole lot more because men have to be in a house with some of you women and you all are annoying. Simply because, let me give you all an example. I'm talking to some people on Messenger today. And I really can't remember what I posted, but what I posted was it was basically, some little nashy girl with a squeaky voice that couldn't talk to me for 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Sorry, but I have to laugh because I just remember the voice. But some little girl who have some man from Jamaica talking about in this modern age and wherever. That men not supposed to women should not have to exactly, Nikisha. I feel after this COVID there will be a lot more. I think it's about 3,000 divorces going to happen this year. I feel so. Because when I was in Center of Excellence, I managed Center of Excellence for 9 years. There are times that we used to have, and I'm not over exaggerating guys, we used to have as much as 11 weddings in one day. You understand? So we don't understand how many people actually get married on a weekend or in a week. And a lot of you all know that you will get married during the week as well because you all don't want nobody come and eat your food. So, back to the squeaky voice girl. I didn't know she find a man, but she have a man from Jamaica too. And so she wanted you all to know that she had a black man from Jamaica. And that he not supposed to cook. She not supposed to cook because she working hard and whatever. Since the 1960s or before, women were working hard, going home and cooking. All of a sudden, in this age of technology and fast food, she can't cook anymore because she works too hard. So here what the solution is for most of the people that are talking to me today. That the man must do more of the woman's work. I'm not going back into, not after 1 week, to explain to you guys about a man doing a woman's job, because I know some of you who weren't here last week, hearing me say a woman's job, think that a man should not, that there are no gender roles when it comes to chores. So, Go and look at my video last week because it was all about that. You're wrong if that's your point. Working women and coming home same time as a man and paying bills, and men still expect to cook and clean and take care of the kids as well. Women working and coming home same time as men and paying bills, and men still expect to cook and clean as well. Yeah, original. I think it's you said it. Send it to me, but I'm really trying to remember. But the point is, yes, it's you sent it to me because I remember we had a conversation on it. And then what I told you since last week is that when you're talking, I don't know if this is what you're saying is as your point of view, or if you're telling me that is what she said. But anyhow, let me deal with that with this thing. There are gender roles when it comes to men and women. And I told you, women, when a man has to take care of children, you are affecting the man. Understand that he should babysit at times because he has to bond. But look at the animal kingdom and you'll see how fathers operate with the young ones. They are not built to do that. This world is causing men to think that they are... Okay, thanks. This world is causing you women to assume that men are supposed to do that too. And that's why I said last week, no woman is going to tell me to come in no room and watch them make no baby. Nonsense. You all go ahead with what this world is trying to do and impress on your minds and think that that's how it's supposed to be. Because when a man has to take care of a child, his body understands that he has to go into a nurturing role and his testosterone level has to drop so his heart rate will slow down so that that child does not feel that strength and vibration and energy coming from him that normally leaves men. You understand? And then he has to know how to hold the child, and he has to hold, because a man's strength or muscle activation from 0 to 100 is much more than a woman's own. So when a man takes a child from a woman, for example, the joke is much more than a woman taking it from a man. You all think about what I'm saying because I know you all have seen it. Watch how a man takes a child from a woman, and watch how a woman takes it from a man. You'll understand, you are built, your muscles, everything. That's why a woman's upper body opposed to her lower body, is the ratio of strength is greater than a man's upper body to lower body. So let me explain. A woman's lower body is 70% approximately as strong as a man's lower body. But a man's upper body is sometimes 3 and 4 times as strong as a woman's upper body. Why? Because a woman was built to carry children after and before birth. You understand? A man was built to pick up, protect, and shield. So when women build their legs in the gym, their legs actually grow much faster than a man's leg in the gym. But when a man works his upper body in the gym, it grows much faster than a woman's upper body. And you all have seen that? Good. And that's why I like to link things so you all will see and understand the whole thing. There are gender roles. Because let me ask you all something. With this whole cooking and cleaning stuff, let me all ask you all something. So when the man starts to do some of the work now that the woman used to do, are any of the women going and help him do some of the work that he's doing? Are you all going outside and cut lawn, wash the car, anything, clean drain, change the light bulb, fix the cupboard, anything? The problem is, you all complain because, and you know the real reason you all complain because you all are getting lazy. I could show you real women who have 4, 5, 6 children, and it's a joy, and they work. And they work. And if you see these women in the glee with these children, because you know why they're sitting pretty in their femininity. You all are just lazy. Because when a woman comes home from work, you all don't understand that the things that you all are complaining that you all have to come home and still do is the very things that your body need to get your hormone in balance so that you wouldn't gain weight as fast as you do, so that you wouldn't be under stress. The minute you start to go in the kitchen and cook, so how you feel? How many of you women are cooking and then when you're done cooking you don't feel to eat? Do you have any reason why that happens? You're smelling the food, so if you're smelling food, you're supposed to want to eat, right? Do you know why women don't feel to cook, to eat when they finish cook? Because your body is so much in a relaxed state. It doesn't even want to expend energy on eating. So you don't even have bile in your stomach, nothing like that. You are just so relaxed because your hormone is balancing off. And you know why you know why you women need to do the chores that you're talking about not doing because and allow men to do? What type of animals do they kill? Generally, I want you all thinking and I'm talking it out because I want you all to see when they are killing animals, when they're killing cows, for example. Now, firstly, the milk is come from females, right? Estrogen in it. When they're killing cows, do they kill the bulls? Some of you all must know if it's bulls they kill. Do they kill the male? No. They kill the females. Oh, look at the animals. Even chickens in the yard, common fowl. How much cocky all you ever see all the father cook in the yard? It's always almost always females. Estrogen is in the muscles and in the blood and in the chicken or the dog or cat or whatever always eat. Estrogen is being it. So you have estrogen, eating estrogen in food, your body getting overloaded estrogen, your progesterone is stepping up now because your cycle is changing. And when you come in towards the cycle, your estrogen level is supposed to drop, and during the cycle it's supposed to drop again. Because after your cycle it's supposed to raise after the 6th day of your cycle, it's supposed to start to go back up because that is when you're supposed to be able to get pregnant. And that is when your body needs you to have a lot of sex. That's why after sex, after a period, it feels so much for sex. But some of you all don't feel that way because your hormones are off. You're off and it's whack. When you walk into your job, as a matter of fact, the minute you start in your car, why do you think women will be the ones who will be cussing and curling and have road rage and when they hate and driving more than men? Because you're not built for stress. The minute you start in your car, your body understands that it's going to go into traffic. How much times you go to work and you realize, wait, there's no traffic, and your body starts to feel totally different. Like you just went into a beach or something because, wait, there's no traffic. You could feel the calm as a woman. But you know men built for stress. So the more stress men go through, the testosterone rise, just like yours rise, but your core is estrogen. So at some point you're getting too much estrogen, and at some point you're getting too much testosterone, but you're still getting high estrogen. It's like somebody who have high blood pressure, and then they're going to take a tablet to drop the pressure when their body is sending high pressure signals because there's a problem, and the only way you can cope is by having a higher pressure than normal, and it's telling you that something is wrong. It's causing me to overwork. Fix it, please. But you didn't fix the problem. You go and take pressure tablets and you drop the pressure. So your body now has to say, well, all right, I will operate at 70, 60%, 70%. And then if your body's operating at that level, then your immune system operates at that level, your digestion operates at that level, etc., etc., etc. And then now you start to get sick simply because your body is not operating at the level it's supposed to operate to be able to keep you healthy. Do you see how lifestyle disease happens? And you complain about going to work and not coming home, and a man supposed to say, what shit you talking? Who said you to go to work? Why are you going to work then? Stay home. And do they want equality too? And? But, as I was telling the people on the messenger, you all have no clue what men go through every single day. Do you all know the thoughts of a man? Because you all just think whole day about everything that you're not supposed to be thinking about. Wasting your brain capacity and just thinking, and overthinking. But do you know what men think about? Because we don't overthink. We think about protecting you. We think about if I will be able to work. We think about if I will be able to take my wife and children out on vacation. We think, are they thinking I'm enough? Ask the men and we see what they do. We have to go through. And you all don't know it, but your home, every day you're in a different mood. We have to absorb your bad mood and your mood based on how you're feeling every single day. We have to accept it and sort of break straight. We have to look at every time we walk in on the road with you all. You all doesn't see the threats in a woman. You all doesn't see the threats that men see. Do you all don't know that when you're pregnant, or just walking when a man really care about you, that he looks at almost everywhere you're going to put your foot down on the ground for a distance to make sure you don't fall? If you feel a lie, look at the average man who is walking with a woman and she stumbles. See how fast that man saves that woman from falling in most cases. Do you know what happens when the opposite happens if a man stumbles and falls, he walks with a woman? Yes, we know that she can't even save him because most times he's heavier than she is, and it's a hard thing for her to stop him. But do you realize that she don't even make a motion to even attempt to save him from falling? Do you all now understand the frame of mind that both genders operate in? Now when you hear a man say, and you always tell a man to protect, do you all even understand as women what a protecting means and is when a man is doing it? When you're pregnant, do you know this man looks at where you're going to sit, the chair, you name it. Do you all know that this man looks at everything? Do you know how when a man is walking too close to you, coming towards you, direct in a line with you on a pavement, that your man is trying to figure out if he's going to move in the back of you, in the front of you, or bring you over to his side to ensure that you don't collide with that man? Do you know he anticipates the man who's coming towards him to see if he can fend off the man? You women have any clue? When we're driving down the road at midnight, 11 p.m. and the tire and the vehicle just so happens to blow out, could he tell you, you know what, tonight I am not feeling really to change the tire. Could you do it for me, please? I am really tired. Could he tell you that? He has to always be ready. Always. And not because he doesn't activate all the time. Not because he doesn't activate all the time and have to do it and demonstrate it all the time means that he is not always engaged and ready for battle. You all have simple things to do. Come home, nurture, wash, cook. You all know what it is. We don't in most cases know what we're going to face. And then when you add that to you all being sick, and most of you, because of dairy and the same hormonal imbalance I'm talking about, when your period comes, for that first 2 days or 3 days, you are almost unable to do anything really. And he has to pick up the slack. Men do pick up the slack. Exactly, Ishmael. Women and people don't know these things, and so they talk from what they see on TV, but they don't understand on TV too. Many people are getting divorced. Even billionaires getting divorced. It's time that you understand and we cut this nonsense out. It's first date, having sex on the first date is not the issue, it's your value. It's your value to that man. Because when you think a man is to sit down and say, listen, I am telling all of you women who are looking at this video here tonight, and I can tell you that Everald, thank you, Everald. We can't. If you have a family, you can't afford to just be sick. You can't afford to be sick for long. I am telling you, Everald, Ishmael, Al, Jason, whoever on this line looking at what I'm talking here tonight, I'm telling you guys this. No man, ever looks at a woman, sees her, say, good, I just want her sex if she wants and I ain't going and leave she and they telling she nothing again, I ain't calling she back. We don't think like that. Yeah, me repeat it. No man ever thinks, good, I just want to go and have sex with she, and once we have sex, I go and leave she, me ain't calling she after that. We do not have those kind of thoughts. You do. You know why you have it? Because you know that you have no kind of real value to a man's life. So all you're trying to do is catch him in a grip. That is all you're trying to do. Catch him in a trap. So what you do, you know what you women do? Why you don't have sex with him on the first date? Because I said this very early on in one of my videos. Women want investment and men want compliance. So women want to feel special before they do give it up, because they know that is the only way or the best way to keep a man. So what they do, they engage him. Take me to dinner. Then we go out. Take me to the beach. walk. And they put a 3-date or a 3-month cap on it. It's either 3 dates or 3 months. That's the rule worldwide. And what happens? Dopamine kicks in. Because, and you all know it, you just call your girlfriends and ask her which outfit to put on before when you go on a date. And so the first date, what you all say is, no, that's too much. Don't put on too much because you will look too thirsty. Make him just see something and a little sneak peek. And by the second and third date, if not the fourth, the breasts want to come out, just the nipples inside of the bra. You use the best push-up bra. You understand? You even set upon a tongue because you and all want to feel sexy mentally. Subconsciously, you want to feel that sexy. So you put on a tongue now, not a high cut no more. You want a thumb. Because the outfit you put on ain't going to look good with a bingo on. And dopamine building. It's testosterone building because you want to have sex with you. And then what happens after a while? The man starts to feel like you have more than just punky. You know what? I feel like good here. Yeah. Yeah. And then after a little while, you also start to talk about all kind of things about wedding. I used to be in Center of Excellence and I used to be in charge of all these bridal shows. You understand? And we looked at the records. 60% of the women who came to the bridal show didn't even have a man because they have a book to full out. 60% didn't even have a man. Less than 10% of the people were engaged and actually getting married. So you know the point I'm making is 30% of you all came with a man to make him understand that this is what I want. That to work on people like me, and I'm not the only man like me out here. And I tell you guys, go on YouTube and you'll see how many dating coaches there are. There are hardly any relationship coach. I chose to be a relationship coach, but I could tell you guys, sometimes I just tell myself, better I just be a dating coach and teach men how to just go at women and leave them. And it sounds harsh. But the point I'm making is when I see women support the kind of things I'm seeing they're supporting, I tell myself that men have to protect themselves too. And I being a man, sometimes tell myself, I am going to tell men the truth. But listen to what I'm telling you guys here. I have never done a video and really tell men how to get women where they want them. I haven't. Because I tell myself that there is hope. But I'm telling you women, men are practicing for you women, and you all are not going to like what is coming because everybody is making money on dating coaches. And then what's worse is you have the flip side, you have other people who are playing with your female hypergamy by telling you how bad men are and how negative they are and how dirty they are, and you have millions of followers because as you women hear somebody say, ladies, let me tell you, if a man really loves you, he's going to tell you how you feel because he's not going to play around you because he wants your heart. You'll share that like wildflower, big fire because nonsense. But you all love it, so you share it and they play with you hard and they go to the barber shop first and they make sure everything clean and they pour on all kind of, they do all the eyebrows and makeup and thing and they come and then they talk nice like pretty boys in your face and you all love him. Oh, he's so handsome. Man, nice man. And then he catch all in grip and all the following stupidness because you all don't have a clue what it is to be a woman. And so men on this side playing with all their mind, right? Playing with all their mind. And the other side, men teaching men how to play with women. And what we call them? How to beat those hoes to sleep. And throw them to the side. That is the slang. Go and look at MGTOW. Go and look at men going their own way now, man. And see if what I'm saying is just nonsense. Go and see. Some of you all have nothing. You're so masculine. You don't know what it is to be a woman. You have nothing to give a man except your vagina. And you will not learn the fundamentals of keeping a man. Because some of you tell yourself, because I'm married and have a man, I keep him in. I keep him in. You don't. You have nothing to keep him in. And let me tell you all something. It's going to be worse because right now in COVID, Some of you all want to have sex, you all want relationships, you all want men, and the man don't want to pay to carry you all, no way to eat, nothing. So you all could only go on Tinder, Instagram, Facebook, and find men, or WhatsApp and have men who only know long time and start to date them. And then what happens, when he tell you come over, you can't tell him he ain't coming over because there is no date. So what are you going to do? Wait until COVID passes? Exactly. What are you going to do? Wait until COVID passes and then see if you get a man? Some of you are a man right now. None is coming. You couldn't get one when it was free reign. You surely ain't going to get one when there is no free reign. A man don't want a female man. He wants a woman. And until you all get that through your skull, it's none is coming. So you all could say all you want. The next time I have sex with my husband, good. That husband is Jesus Christ because no man is coming. Facts. COVID changed the game. And I tell you something, a person takes 90 days for a culture change. When COVID is lifted and things go back to normal, men ain't carrying all in no way. It's going to take a while before parties, events open back up one. People are always going to feel insecure. And men ain't carrying all in no way. We get accustomed to getting it easy. And the younger generation of people and women who coming up, they are going to grow into understanding the form that COVID has set. So all of you all who exist before that and feel all you're waiting, next time I have sex with my husband, wait. If you all don't understand what coming, wait. And expect a man. Oh, and let me add one more dynamic state. Let me add one more. Venezuelans coming in like rain. I see some Venezuelan women marry some men from Trini. And I am telling you, them are belly. Because the men and them stone ugly. Nothing going for them. And if you see these kind of these women, you understand? And watch me, these women ain't going away. They coming over here, have nothing, and they keeping a roof over their head. You understand? So all the women playing a man and wait for a man and feel that he'll come as if. You remember the cartoon Dumbo long time? Is it Dumbo? Where these storks used to drop babies in a blanket like or diaper. And for families used to be happy. If all you feel that that's how Jesus Christ going and send husband for you, go ahead. Go ahead and feel that that's how husband coming for you. So the next time I have sex, it's going to be with my husband. Wait, the stork coming. I try to remember when they come out. I think they come from the North Pole. And the babies come off of a belt. And they pick up the baby in a cloth. And they drop it by this family. And somehow when they drop the baby, it just falls safe. Boom. Man reach. Wait. Having sex on the first date is not right. Or they can't have sex on the first date because if you give up sex on the first date, you have nothing else to offer him on the second date. That is why you all do have sex on the first date. I know plenty of scenarios where I was in personally, where it happened on the first date. And those women and I had long relationships. Other things ended it. It wasn't because of sex. Men do not think about, I am going to have sex with her and then bust out and leave her. If a man thinks that, which we don't generally, but if we think that, it also means, again, you have no worth. And it's a very simple thing. I sit here and I talk to you guys on a weekly basis. I talk to people throughout the week. I can safely say that I am a high value man. I have seen people recently tell me, oh, all kind of thing. That's not true. It's not a boast. But I could have been looking ugly. I could have, but I'm not. The point I'm making is no matter how you're born, how you look, you can look better and much better if you do the right things. Take care of your body. Understand that, okay, high haircut doesn't work for me. I tried it recently. I said, to hell with it. Low haircut works. Being fat doesn't work for my face. Lean. I don't look good as a tall 6'3", 6'4" man if my body has a huge amount of fat on it. Good. I'm going to have the best body to have in Trinidad and Tobago in my mind. I've just opened a fitness page, you understand? Called Renoir Physique, because I intend to ensure that when you go on that page, you'll see what a man is supposed to look like physically. I sit down and I read, I spend time reading. I can tell you all what the Bible says, and people who know me I can tell them what the Bible says, I can tell you what the Quran says, you understand? I can tell you what the Torah says. I can tell you what some books say. I can tell you some books about the brain. I can tell you some books about communication, language. I can tell you. Because I spend time and I invest in. So I know I'm a high value man. This is not a boast where somebody boasting. I can't be boasting because I'm telling you all the work I put in. And most people, and I went and trained my ass off today in the field opposite me. You understand? Tomorrow I'm going and fast whole day. Because I want my body to heal. So by not digesting, it's going to fast. And in the process, I'm going to lose weight. Some of you all can't do that. Your mouth open like almost like them like them crocodile and them on the side of the river shore, waiting for something to come when they cool enough. You can't keep your mouth closed at all. You understand? It's simple. Stop being lazy. Get up, pull yourself by your jock strap, and understand what it is to be a woman. I know what it is to be a man. I know what it is to be a man. If I engage with 10 women on a normal day, 7 of them will find me attractive. Why? Not because of anything being boastful or whatever. It is because I demonstrate of what a man is supposed to be because I spend the time. You all want to get a good book about being a woman? Go and start with Miles Monroe's book, The Power and Purpose of Being a Woman. Go. I advise men to read that too. I read it. Then, as a woman, when you don't read The Power and Purpose of Being a Woman, go and buy The Power and Purpose of Being a Man, Miles Monroe. Because if you're a woman, and you know the purpose of being a woman, then you need to also know the purpose of being a man. You understand? You need to know the purpose of being a man. So, when you know what the purpose of being a woman is, you get to know what kind of woman you are and what kind of woman you are, with what kind of man you want and need, so you know what kind of man you don't want. So when you read the book about the power and purpose of being a man, you get to understand what men are supposed to be doing, so you have a better advantage point. Some of you just wake up and you tell yourself, well, you remember Neo, when they plug in and you just get a whole, you don't have to fight karate and martial arts. Some of you just feel that for somehow, I wake up and I realize, you know what? Milk good for me. I should drink milk. You know what? Pancakes are healthy. I should have pancakes for breakfast. And some of you just think that because my mother did it. A guy told me last week before a partner of mine on this Facebook here, I grew up. So what the ass? So if you grow up doing it, doesn't mean it right? My point is simply, I don't like to keep you all long. Oh, and by the way, because she said I didn't give her kudos, I want to publicly say, Trisha gave me a book called His Needs, Her Needs. I want to tell all of you all go and buy that book. I have not read half of it yet. It is not the best book I have read, but it is one of the best. It is solid because that's why reading is so important. It ties in a lot of stuff that I knew. It ties it in. If you read that book alone and you don't read some of the others I read, it gives you a lot of information, a lot. But it doesn't give you, so like after reading this, for example, or just simply Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, and the Miles Monroe book I'm talking about, you go and you read Mindset, and you go and you read 3% Man and Gender Intelligence and stuff like that, and you go and you read His Needs, Her Needs, or two peas in a pod, you get to realize, wait now, when you read his needs, her needs, you say, okay, I see it. And then it also confirms some of the stuff you know already. But you have to read. You have to understand that you're in a job, and your job could make you masculine. So it's based on the job you're in. If you're a cook, you have it easy now. But your partner don't have it easy, your husband, because the only time you'll really feel you're doing something special for him is when he cooks for you. Even if it's single. But if you're in a male-dominated job or something, you have to be aware. And you need to understand that I need to do more. I need to go and do more facial. I need to go and do more pampering. I need to have more girls' night out. A lot of you are in relationships and you are upset with your man and resent him almost because you feel that he is not being the man he's supposed to be. That time, it is not the man. Women have a tendency to not be able to move from we time to you time. And from you time to me time. So you women have a tendency to want to, women, the point is, you women do too much. You do too much for men, and you do too much thinking, and you do too much. A lot of times, men want you to do less. You feel by doing more, and then it hurts you. You start to resent him because he's acting a particular way when you're doing stuff. When you're supposed to do less. Stop doing more. If you do less, men are going to do more. But men have to do less because you're doing more. And men generally try to please women. The reason men try to please women, that's why you hear men say, happy wife, happy life, beta males, by the way. Any woman whose husband is saying that is not a happy woman in that relationship. Because even though he's trying to make her happy, what actually makes her happy more than all is him being masculine and taking charge. So, by them saying that means they have given authority to her. When you go to a wedding and you see Trisha McDonald and Kareem Rodriguez, you know that's a problem in that wedding. And I know you plenty of you all have seen that. When you see that, that's a problem. As I see it, let me tell you, no woman of mine listen, anytime I get married and I'm not waiting up. When I reach and I see the so and so and anyone, okay. Two things happen. Based on my mood, I will go and sit down in the congregation like everybody else. And I don't want to say it, but I'm an asshole enough for people who know me to know I'm dead serious in what I'm saying. There will be no wedding until every one of those signs either come down or switch. And let me tell you, if you go and print, what they call them, invitations, and it's still there, two things happen. There will be no wedding, or all invitations have to go and do over before there is a wedding. Are you mad? And if any woman I'm marrying think that they want to marry me and keep the last name because they like it, my name is going to be Kerry and Keto Warner, you will be marrying yourself. Because if you hyphen your name, it means that you still intend to stay under your father's house. From a spiritual element, you ain't bringing no drama. In my life, spiritually, my wedding is going to be, you're going to be a Warner. So, take it or leave it. Plenty fish in the sea. No wedding. So, I think I've said enough for tonight. Told you all I'm not going to hold back. My counsel to you women is, please try to be a woman. Because I'm watching. I no longer be friends a long time. And I waiting to see when the man coming. Where he coming from, when the store going and drop him. Because none is coming. And you know what's sad? I have some friends who are GMs, VPs, assistant VPs, presidents, women. They go and do all of that and come home and cook for their husband and nurture. But some of you working for Allied Security or some table on the way waiting and that's beneath all you. It's too much for all you to do. All you have nothing to all the name really. You understand? All you have would shit. But it's in this modern day and age, let me tell you something. A high value woman ain't saying that. A high value woman ain't saying that. You understand? They hear you. They understand what you're saying. But they're not doing it. But you all are nothing. Me and you. Half all the car cook. Car clean. That's why you not really want to do it. Because you can't cook. You understand? I dated a girl. I tell her already. Mother said, like second date. Mother said, Mother, you dating my daughter. She lazy, you know. In front of me. I remember clearly. But no. Skin brown. Natural hair. Nice pair of breasts. Nice pair of ass. Nice ass. If you see me. I hear the mother, but me leaving. I want to tell you. We done because she can't cook and she flaking lazy. 5 years, never wash a plate by me. 5 years, never wash a plate in 5 years. I wake up in the morning and I say, hasta la vista, baby. Right out. Point blank, period. That's what it's about. And I could do that. You understand? So, sex on the first date, nothing is wrong with it if you're not spiritual. Don't use that as an excuse. Because in some cases, that's all you have to ensure you land that date. Alright? So, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please don't keep this video to yourself. You all are too greedy. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.